Hi guys, it's DestinyLashae. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my ponytail with weave. So I am using freshly washed hair and I'm going to section it off in the front portion just a little bit because I want my edges to be laid and I want the front to be really slick and sleek. So I'm going to section that part off, put the rest in a ponytail, and then take my Garnier Fructis flat iron straightening guard. This is like a heat protectant, and I'm just spraying that all over my hair in the front before I straighten it out. I also added some like oil heat protectant. I'll put everything in the description box for you guys. Now I'm taking my plug-in electric hot comb. This thing is so good. I haven't straightened my hair in a really long time, but I use this hot comb to get my edges like really close because I just wanted it to be really sleek. I did this ponytail for Fashion Week and I wanted it to last for at least a week, and it lasted for over a week. Yeah, it lasted for like 12 to 13 days. That's when I took it down, but it lasted a little bit longer. But I am taking my straightener and my hot comb, just going in between those two and just straightening my hair out. I'm really just focusing on the roots because I just want to make sure that my ponytail lays flat, like lays as flat as possible. So I'm just really trying to focus on those roots and get them to be nice and sleek. So just straightening my hair. Now that my hair is pretty much straight, I am going to brush it up into like the ponytail kind of style and I'm using my Denman brush. I'm also going to take some of this Murray's beeswax, and I saw a tutorial on YouTube and I thought it was genius, so I tried it out this night and I loved it. I just sectioned off my hair and I put beeswax, like I literally just laid the beeswax on my hair, like no specific way. I just put a whole bunch of beeswax on my hair. I probably used like a quarter of that can just on this style alone. And I just sectioned it off, applied beeswax to every single section because I wanted my hair to stay intact. Okay, and it did. So this really did work. So I sectioned off my hair, like, each little row, and I added like a good amount of beeswax in there. I didn't want to use gel because I feel like my edges would like kind of wave up, and I didn't want to have to re-gel my hair every day because I just didn't have the time. And I'm glad I did it like this because I only had to touch up my edges and make sure that my ponytail was straight. I didn't have to do anything else to my actual hair, like kind of brush it up or make sure it was laid in the back. That stayed intact for the whole week. So I'm also taking some of that beeswax, like rubbing it in between my hands and applying it to the perimeter of my hair. And this is just going to make sure everything stays in place. I'm also taking a brush, like a good hard brush, and just brushing my hair upwards. I'm also taking a small rat tail comb and making sure that there are no knots. My hair is pretty straight and there's really no knots anyway, but I want to make sure that it's nice and sleek. Taking that comb again, just making sure there's no little lumps and humps in there because this is gonna have to last. So just really make sure everything is straight, there's no humps or lumps and parts and all that. And then you just put your ponytail in, and then what I like to do is just make sure there's no hair sticking up. Take the comb again and just go through it. If there's any separating hair, just comb it through and it'll be fine. So now I'm taking my Pump It Up spray, good old Pump It Up, and I'm just spraying the perimeter of my head. This really holds your hair down. Like, this is an old school thing. I remember my mom doing my hair back in the day using Pump It Up. This is fire. Like, this stuff works so good. I just spray the perimeter of my head, making sure I'm combing or brushing it up before it dries. But this holds your hair so well, especially for updos. It's like amazing. Honestly, I forgot about it with everything else coming out, but Pump It Up is what's up. Then after I do the Pump It Up, I just use a hair scarf and just tie it around, the perimeter of my head, so when it dries it lays flat. And then what I do is I braid my hair. If you do have short hair, just go ahead and wrap it in a bun. If you have longer hair, braid it, wrap it in a bun like I'm doing, and just braid it to the very end. I put a rubber band on mine because I want to make sure that it stays. Then I wrap it around itself. It creates its own little bun, and then I put a rubber band around that. pretty simple. Now I'm going to be using Beauty Forever hair today. I'll have the link to their hair down below. I really did like this hair. It lasted for me in this ponytail style. It didn't really get knotty at all. I had no problem straightening it. It was pretty cool. So what I do is I start my ponytail weft at the top of my bun. So if you missed it, you can rewind a little bit, but I start my ponytail weft right at the very top of my bun. So this makes it so that your bun does not show. And I've had this problem before doing a ponytail in the past. My bun would show. You know, once the weave separates, your bun is in the middle. So you have to start at the very, very top and then work your way towards the bottom. So that's what I did. And it worked out pretty good. I had to do it like 2 times to actually get it right because it was my first time doing it, but once you get it, you got it. So I'm just wrapping it around itself, and I'm making sure I pin each time I wrap around, and I'm using open pins to make sure that it stays. Once I get towards the base of my bun, I use the closed bobby pins because I feel like it just holds better. After you get your wefts like around your bun, I like to take a section of hair from anywhere. It doesn't really matter, just not the middle. You want to take some of the outside hair and you comb through it, make sure it's straight, and then you wrap it around the base part of your ponytail. This is just going to camouflage the ponytail so that it doesn't look like you have weave. I mean, it still looks like a weave ponytail, but it doesn't look like you can't see the track. So I just wrap it around itself, just making sure I comb it so that there's no humps and lumps and everything. I just want it to be pretty flat, and I'm adding some Pump It Up too so that this can stay pretty secure. And all I'm gonna do is comb through it and kind of wrap that little piece underneath the ponytail. I don't know how to really explain it, but yeah. And then I pin that last little piece. Then I take my fan. I'm really tired. I was doing this at 4 in the morning and just letting it, you know, dry. Now, my ponytail was looking a hot mess at this point. But it came out okay once I slept on it, tied my hair up, and straightened it the next morning. So now you guys are going to see how my hair has held up 10 days later. So I've had my hair in for about 10 days now, and I have not added any gel to my actual hair at all in those 10 days. This is how the back is looking. It's still super sleek. It's just a little bit frizzy. So I'm just going to show you guys how I lay my edges once my hair is old. I take some of this Ebin edge tamer. I really like this stuff. I bought the small container because I didn't know if I would like it or not. I got it from the beauty supply store, and I take a flat toothbrush. It has hair in it, but I only use this for my hair. I don't brush my teeth with it. And I usually like put a ponytail holder on my ponytail so that it's not in the way. And all I do first is just kind of take my toothbrush and swoop over my edges. And this edge control is like everything. It's so good. Like, see how I just bloop. The only thing that I don't really like about this edge control is that if you use it over and over again in the same spots, it does turn white, like if you apply too much. So I try not to do that. Now that my edges are pretty much laid, I'm just gonna take, this is actually my wig like band that I use to hold my wigs down, and I'm just gonna put that all around my edges. I'm honestly really surprised on how long this hair has stayed intact. Since the perimeter of my head is a little bit frizzy, I'm going to use some of this Aussie Mega Spray hairspray. When you have beeswax in your hair, you don't want to apply gel on top of it because the beeswax can turn white. So I like to use hairspray. I'm going to just spray it all around like that, and then I take a small rat tail comb and just kind of comb it up. And I use this part too, just to kind of comb it up. I want to add some more pins because this is actually coming apart back here. And to be honest with you guys, I'll probably end up taking this ponytail out within the next 2 days. I don't like keeping updos in my hair for too long because I feel like my hair starts to get stressed, and I feel like my edges start to get stressed, and my hair is just so used to wigs and just being underneath something. I feel like updos sometimes do more harm than good if you keep them in too long. This is how long it is. One thing I do have to tell you guys is that I do wrap my hair up. I use a hair scarf at night so that my hair does not get messed up. So I feel like that helped preserve my hair as well. So definitely wear a headscarf at night to preserve your updo. Yeah, this is my hair after 10 days. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. So remember to leave a comment down below of what you want me to do next. It could be a hair tutorial, makeup tutorial, skincare tutorial, or skincare video, whatever. Just leave me a comment down below of what you want to see next from me. Thumbs up this video, subscribe to our channel, and I will see you in the next video. Dreams with my eyes wide.